I just have a disclaimer about Cape Town.
Okay.
That it's overpriced, it's overhyped.
Okay.
And if you guys had any sense, like someone from Gauteng, you'd turn that mountain into a mall.
You have one chance to live.
Why don't you tell me a story?
Upset the established order, and everything becomes chaos. Introduce a little anarchy.
Bienvenue sur la conneXTSon. Redeview savoir. Comprenez-vous l'anglais? Oui? En français n'est pas si bon. Merci beaucoup. Intro done. Now let's have some fun. Now, as I said, this is a conneXTSon. I have two people over here that's from a little place in South Africa. That's not so little since the last year, because since the zombie apocalypse, everything became massive. And I'm not speaking about that, but you don't want to hear my voice. So we're here with Doc and alphabetical order, Felicia.
Hi. Where's Doc?
Hello.
Where's Doc?
Hello, Mr. Storm. Thank you for having us back on your show.
Anytime. Thank you. Thank you for getting back to me on the message, because I've found out of the last year that's probably something to celebrate, because as we know, humans aren't very courteous
With
sometimes.
responding.
Yeah.
I just opened it and I realized that you saw the scene thing. You know, like it's delivered. So
Yeah.
it can't be unseen.
Oh, okay. So if I didn't see it, you wouldn't be here right now.
If I didn't see it, or if I could see it without seeing it, I wouldn't be here. But no, I'm kidding. It's always amazing. It's nice that we have Durban, Joburg, and Cape Town. Are you still in Cape Town, right?
Oh yeah. I'm still in Cape Town. It feels like Cape Town isn't part of South Africa, but I'm still in Cape Town.
It never was. It never was part of South Africa. You guys should be independent. We really don't care.
Oh yeah.
Let's hear right.
You'll get that
Doesn't a
on
Cape Town
currency.
holiday cost $2,000 less than a
Pardon?
Dubai holiday?
I couldn't hear you. What?
I said, don't you think a Cape Town holiday cost about $2,000 less than a Dubai holiday?
And you'd rather go to Dubai than Cape Town?
Well, anywhere really.
Okay, so this is what happened. This is what happened.
Just go anywhere.
So
Anywhere would be nice.
this is what's happening. I invite two people onto the podcast and they crash in Cape Town. Good start.
No,
Well done.
no.
No, that's Doc's intention. And to be fair, you guys are closer to Dubai than Cape Town, so
I just have a disclaimer about Cape Town.
okay.
That it's overpriced, it's overhyped.
Okay.
And if you guys had any sense, like someone from Gauteng, you'd turn that mountain into a mall. It's a great location for a shopping center. There's a lot of place for parking.
And the
Why not?
exercise getting up there. So it's good for your
No,
health.
it's just a giant escalator. and unlike everything that's run in Cape Town, like that bridge that's not complete, or a Tanga Junction that's never open, we should just let Joburg people run it. Have you ever seen Ratanga Junction open?
You talking to me or to him?
I'm speaking to the Cape Town person, if he has seen Ratanga Junction ever open.
I've always seen it. I've always driven past it. I've never seen it open though.
Exactly. Felicia, have you ever seen Ratanga Junction open?
No.
So it's never been open. Moving on. Thank you.
Okay, Roast Cape Town podcast. I'm gonna name that Roast Cape Town. Well, this is a kind of a good start. I think we have a villain in this piece. I'm not sure who the hero is. Doc has decided he's gonna be the villain. And since Felicia has been in the movie, I guess you're the hero, right? And I'm just
No, I was
the
a
guy.
villain. I was a villain.
You can be a hero too. You can be a hero too. I
I
know.
was the villain. I was stabbing
Felicia
everybody.
was the scariest villain you'll ever see in a movie. Oh my
I
god.
was
I can't look at it
adorable.
the same anyway.
I was
can't look at it.
adorable.
You were an adorable villain.
Yes.
That's the first. Anyway, that's the first time anybody has said they're an adorable villain.
I looked adorable stabbing people.
All in black.
I would watch a superhero movie with Felicia in it.
Oh, mwah. Thank you, Doc.
And you
I think you
have.
got the outfit already. Okay?
Yes, I do. I do.
Your headboard which makes its appearance on every live. Your
There's
favorite
nowhere
headboard.
else to do. There's nowhere else to do interviews in my house. Nowhere, because everybody's
It's like
all
Captain
over.
It's like Captain America's shield, Felicia's headboard. So
I'm a
she's gonna
caddy
fly
everywhere.
everywhere on her
On my
magic
headboard.
headboard, and she's gonna fight crime around Dublin. But not heavy crime, like petty crime, like someone loses a handbag in a mall, lost children, proper crime.
Losing a handbag is not petty, because then you must think about the lines at home affairs and your driver's license, and so that's not petty. That
Oh,
is
yeah,
saving
no, yeah.
someone's life.
Doc, you have to
Exactly,
understand,
I'm
women
saying-
have their whole lives in that bag.
So they
Everything
don't
is in
have
the
their
bag.
whole lives. They're always ready and packed up to go. You don't understand. It's a set of clothes, it's a party outfit. Felicia, I saw her in Joburg for we must mention this. She was in the essay, the winner of the Essay Comedy Awards.
yeah, we were gonna get
What was it? Oh, but we have to mention it, bro. You have to. This is unlike me, she's an award winner.
Now
What I mean?
I was gonna do something for you. I was gonna do you a solid, but so you roasted Cape Town and took the 5 minutes that starts the podcast, and my intro had to wait to introduce you guys. Because I was gonna say, we are in a zombie apocalypse, and not only did the two of you not let that stop you, you guys got nominated for an award. And everybody listening to this, spoiler alert, as Doc just said, Felicia won, and Doc won the hearts of many people. I don't know.
He's a
Yeah,
winner
I
in
didn't
my
win.
eyes.
That's a nice way to say I didn't win.
You're a winner in my eyes, Doc.
I was merely nominated. And Storm, let me tell you something, my man.
Yeah.
If you think stand-up comedy is hard, if you think podcast or anything is hard, try to keep a straight face when you don't win. It's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And Felicia, you know, I was telling the other guys, it's not even the Oscars where, you know, there's cameras on you.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
I was just like,
But you were nominated, and that's an achievement.
Exactly.
on
That's
its
what I
own,
want
Doc.
to get across. That's what I want to get across. You're not
That's
letting
amazing.
anything stop you.
Whatever.
Getting there. Look at me.
Whatever.
I've been in the
Whatever.
same zombie apocalypse, and my biggest achievement is not dying by a zombie attack.
All,
And yeah, you are
Yeah,
getting
that's our
nominated for
favorite.
things.
that's our favorite. We glad we didn't die also.
we are.
You
Felicia,
guys,
where's your trophy? You can put that on the background. Come on.
No, I'm not gonna go and freaking carry that. And it's so heavy, Doc.
It's about 84 kilos, Storm. It's
Oh.
made from pure copper. From about, some say about a 2 tons worth of 5 cents coins.
okay, so that's
you-
why Eskom
Am I
is
right?
cheating
It's
now
made from the
since
same
Felicia
material as
won.
5 cents coins.
Pardon? It's too heavy. It's so heavy. I couldn't even carry it.
Can it break a murko?
Definitely.
Solid. Storm, a
Could be.
murko.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. I was gonna
It's
ask.
You know what? Like how people in Cape Town mess everything up. Like how you put jam in a curry and call it baboti. Murku is from the family of slangakis. You know those snacks?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
spicy.
yeah.
Yes. So Felicia, in Cape Town, they call 7 nuts Slangertjies. Tiny
Slangertjies.
snakes. Yes.
My ex had a slangertjie. Kind of like that.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and now we know this podcast is not going to be made for kids. Finally, I can break this one out.
Wait, do your intro. Wait, Felicia, shh. Doing his intro.
No, I already did it, and you discredited the intro by saying you only got nominated and didn't win. I was
also in the
putting
movie
light
at
on
some
you.
point. I was also in a movie at...
Exactly. That is my case.
You were also in a movie.
Whoa, what?
Didn't you know?
No,
Don't
which
have to
movie?
look so surprised.
Attack of the Indian Werewolf.
Oh, back in the day. You were in that?
Like 10 years.
I didn't
Not
watch
so long
it.
ago. I was
No,
the
but
one
I
that-
didn't watch it.
You didn't
My son
watch
watched
Attack. You didn't watch the trilogy. You part of a trilogy. So first was Attack of the Indian Werewolf, then was
Yeah.
Curry and Vice,
Mhm.
and then came The Golden Cock. my movie.
You know,
my movie
I
is so
can't-
old. It came out on DVD.
Best name ever.
Doc, when people ask me what's the name of the movie, I send them the poster because I can't say the name. I can't.
Don't lie.
I
But you can't say it in public. What? What movie? Cock. Golden Cock. What you said? Cock.
I can't.
Huh?
I can't. I just send the poster.
Kids, if you found a way to
But-
listen to this podcast, ask your parents what the cock is. I'm so delighted.
It's a fowl. It's a rooster.
Oh, there's my favorite mother-father coming to rescue all of you. In the first 10 minutes, we've spoken about nuts, slangertjies, your ex-husband having a slangertjie, and a golden
Not
cock.
husband, ex.
I said ex.
I'm still waiting for marriage. I'm still
So-
waiting for marriage.
Okay, cool, Virgin Mary.
No, not that waiting for marriage. I'm still waiting to get married.
I had a question to start off with, right? And that changed
Okay.
within the last few hours because I saw a tweet that obviously lockdown has been lifted a small bit, and I haven't really been to comedy shows except for one that I performed at, humble brag. I saw on the tweet that strict COVID protocols will be, well, used or carried. And I'm thinking in my mind that it's gonna be like this. Comedian on stage and everybody watching will have a mask on. And
Yeah.
I've kind of a mental block. It's not what I remember it to be. So I'm not keen on doing comedy in front of everybody doing cosplay on Scorpion from the Mortal Kombat. So how have you guys adjusted to the new world?
You wanna go first, Doc?
Ladies first this time.
That's why she
Well-
said you can go first.
I did a few shows last show when it wasn't so bad, and you know they had their masks. But then we also moved on to online, which is safer because you still have to adjust and adapt to the new normal. And so you perform your art online. But as far as masks are concerned at comedy shows, because it's sort of like a restaurant sitting, not everyone has their masks on because they are at their own private tables with each other, well, the people that they know.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just have to adjust to it. This is what the world is at the moment. You can't just sit back and say, I don't want to do it because it's too different for me. Because then how are you progressing as a comedian?
Welcome to the Connection Podcast, where my guests pick every flaw in my character.
No,
Doc,
I've
over to
just,
Doc.
that's my opinion.
No, Joburg's a bit different. It's like Felicia said, also though it's a restaurant setup.
Yeah.
So you know the classic comedy clubs, like your Goliaths is closed down. Just recently, Parker's closed down. So it's pretty much restaurants and bars, and those are very much distance people from each other. So the tables are quite far apart. So where you would find 3 tables, there's one, and there's space around them. So the masks are off. It's easier. It's a bit emptier, but once you do those Tuesday night gigs.
But could he do it on a cold, rainy night in Stoke?
In Randburg, any place with more than 4 people seems solid. And after I think Felicia and I were both on lockdown, the lockdown shows, Masood's one.
Yeah.
Felicia released her comedy special during lockdown. I hosted a few shows. So it's different, like she said. I found a lot of the older guys, the veterans, the seniors, who've been doing it for 10 years. Guys like our friend Bash with Tash, who's, been in the game for a long time as well. They found it a bit harder to go online from in person because they were working 4 gigs a weekend.
Yeah.
Whereas for the younger guys, we were happy to have smaller crowds. So anyway, as a stage, I was actually quite surprised at how much still the nerves got into you before an online show. I thought, I'll be bored. Am I right? I thought I'll be bored. Or shit, it's gonna be very empty. But just that there's no feedback, so you pretty much gotta imagine the shit in your head a bit more. But it's interesting. I mean, we've done Zoom shows where people are now putting on their cameras and stuff, which is nice. But then some people are sleeping in bed, some people are snuggling, some people are just like, you don't even know, painting their house.
But I don't know, Doc, but we're used to that now when you've seen them on Zoom, laying in bed and snuggling. It's like nothing now. At first it was, like, are they really in bed watching? But now it's like, okay, you do it, you're comfortable.
They paid, we don't care. You paid. You can be funny or not. The good news is what I like, right? And both of us here are single parents. Is you get home at a much more reasonable time with virtual shows, right? And more importantly, we being Indian, right? No matter our age, we still have a curfew, right?
Yes.
So, and I mean, Felicia, if a comedy show is like 8, 10, 11, by the time you talk cuck with the other comedian, it's 12. If you leave at 12 in Durban, you get home by 12:05. If you leave at 12 in Joburg, you get home by 1:00.
1:00, yeah.
It's a whole, right? You tried to get to the airport last time you came for your award. Everything is an hour away. So, I rock up, I haven't worn pants on the show. You don't know what I'm wearing right now.
Yes, the bottom.
And I am definitely wearing pants right now.
Whatever. Dude, you even more cut off. I'm not even sure if you're not wearing a tank top. Just with your belly showing.
Dude, I am, man. I am.
I have socks and pajama pants on.
Yeah.
As long as
I can literally walk like after a show to my kitchen and make me a chow. And there's not the only thing left on a normal day after a show, if you don't stay in Durban, is McDonald's. And if you do 4 shows a week, you're eating McDonald's 4 nights in a row.
So you go to the bathroom 4 nights in a row too.
Yeah, for sure. But hey, good and bad, right? Good and bad. We evolve, we change, but we have fun.
Excellent. Yeah, just to go on a bit to the top off. Formal on top and pawns at the bottom, but let's not talk about that. So, Felicia, how did you feel about, reflecting on a zombie apocalypse? I'm gonna kill that joke. And you won an award. While zombies are attacking people, you win awards. Like, you don't do things normal.
So, I think Doc can tell you how shocked I was when they did say my name, because I did not expect it. It was the last award. And I was telling my friend, I was like, let's go home now because it was late, because they started late. And he was like, nope, wait, because they're still gonna announce the winner for the last award. And I said, no, but I know I didn't win this because, you know, there were some really great names nominated along with mine. And then when I won it, I was like, what? So shocked, very shocked and excited.
So how did you deal with the speech? I've never won an award before, so how did you deal with being
I don't
shocked
even
and still
remember what I
having to?
How did I do with my speech, Doc? I don't remember what I said.
You did very well. I think I
I
recorded it. I think I recorded and sent you, but you did well. You were calm. You were collected. You were grateful. I would have lost all humbleness immediately. I'd have started swearing my class one teacher, every girl who told me no ever. You know, like kids from school.
I think I was more concerned in pulling my dress down on the stage.
Now, Doc is
no comment on Felicia's dress.
Yes, no
I'm
comment
going to be
at all.
official. Storm.
No comment at all.
Storm.
Yes.
You in a wheelchair, right?
Yeah.
On that night, you would have been the luckiest man in the world.
Yeah, because my eyeline
That's
is.
all I'm saying.
My eyeline is. I'm well acquainted with that whole process.
Even if you don't have an Indian guy's wheelchair lowered and with rims and lights, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to have it lowered. Like Felicia's yours is tall.
Yeah, I'm so sure that now
was
Indians are taller than me.
Without being me too, right? With respectfully, Felicia, I felt we were all winners that night. Whoever saw that outfit was a winner that night.
Oh my God.
I wanted to leave with a little trophy of Felicia. Like, please, can I get an action figurine? You know, it was like 80% legs. That's all I won't say more. It's 80% legs.
And it covered the important bits, so that was fine. Nobody saw anything.
I tried to drop my phone, my car keys, I dropped my cigarettes, I dropped everything. I was very clumsy that I stormed. But if you came, we would have had to wheel you away.
Oh, I would have came. I would have came.
You
anyway,
would have. No, you would have definitely
come.
I don't mean that. I'm saying after you came, we would have had to leave.
Oh my God, you guys are crazy.
I would have come twice.
So I was more
anyway.
focused on that, on my case.
So we all won that night. Felicia did great. Not surprising because you know the thing with Comedy Storm is even if you go out on an open mic night, right?
Yeah.
And there's 10 guys there. There's always one guy who's gonna do better. You know? Even if you did great that night, I'm sure you'll all agree. There's always one guy you're like, yo, that guy killed.
And you
I
are
want to
always
do
that
that
guy.
good next time. Yeah. So seeing Felicia or anyone who won that night, like Punch Kasela won, a few good guys won that night. There was even one of the performers that night, and he was in comedy for 10 years, and it was his first award.
It's been 84 years.
Yeah.
And he was so good. So I think with all craziness aside, Felicia did great in this year, and I think it was pretty much a lockdown award. But she was in a movie, right? She did a lot of shows. She just, as much as I did, she did international shows. In Chicago, we did together. There was the Atlanta comedy we did together. There were virtual shows in LA, New York, we did together. The India show we did together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. And then Felicia launches her comedy special during lockdown, right? Not Kevin Hart, who needs his friends there for moral support. Just Felicia and a new headboard. That's it.
Doc, did you know? Doc and Tom, I was watching Netflix's Best Comedy of 2020, and I was listening to, but like, okay, most of the comedy was not actually the best comedy. And I love Kevin Hart. I usually love Kevin Hart, but when I was listening to him and when he was talking about going to the school and the school wanted him to be the greeter at the I felt like he didn't even come across as humble, or it's like it just came across as egotistical. I don't know, what did you think? Did you watch? Anyone watch?
I watched it. I felt it too, like, you know, like little whispering in the back of your head. That's a bit. But I noticed a lot of the guys do it too. If you look at Seinfeld's last special, he talks about having money, right?
Yeah.
Which is, I understand where you're coming from, but for me, like, you got to speak. Most of us are speaking. Our fresh stuff, our new stuff is totally about us, right? You know exactly what's happening in your life now, you know, and that stuff, even if you've got your routine, will always seep through. So maybe his environment, listen, they live in a bubble, right? He's probably got, it's so hard at that level to have true, honest people with you, you know, to tell you this sucks. Now, we lucky, we got Masood, right? No matter how big we get, he's going to tell us we did okay, or you're full of shit, or, you know, you're self-indulgent. Okay, I don't know about you, but that's how he shows me love. But there's a very nice, there's two nice documentaries on Netflix, actually. There's a Seinfeld one where probably just before before the series became popular, or he started the series, they followed him around. And there's a Russell Peters one where they followed him around as well, right? So in the Seinfeld, they followed him and another guy. But that guy was always complaining, you know? The room sucks, the people sucks, the weather sucks. And I don't know his name, you know? And the other guy in the video was Seinfeld, who's like, you know what, maybe I could do better. Maybe I need to be more perfect. Maybe I need to be more on point, right? And then with the Russell Peters documentary, he had an entourage, you know? He had his DJ, he had his friend, he had his bouncer, he had his brother who was his manager. But he also had one guy who was always honest with him. Like, call him his writer. Russell Peters does great crowd work, right? But that guy gave him shit for doing too much crowd. You know, sometimes you get lost in the crowd. So I think, in a way, they get so caught up in this bubble of their life. I mean, Kevin Hart hangs around with Dave Chappelle and Eddie Murphy. Like,
yeah, but I still feel you still need to have some sort of humbleness with you, because you must always remember where you came from.
Yeah, but Felicia, if you pull a Netflix special, right, and you went to a lighty school, and they'll tell you to come on, you'll be like, I need to be MC, come on.
I'm the quietest, Doc. I'm the quietest. Like, even though, like, I do comedy, I performed at my son's school and things, I'm so quiet. Like, I don't know. I'd like to think I don't have that about me, because even if I had to do a Netflix special, and if my son's school had to ask me that, I would still consider doing it, because that's my son's school, you know?
Never. I want the whole year school fees free, right? If I get I'm talking real Netflix, right? If I get real, I'm gonna, with my 20 million Netflix dollars, I want at least 100 Netflix t-shirts. I'm not gonna wear anything else, right?
What would you do, Storm?
What I do, I show off and say I'm the best man alive in a wheelchair. Better than Oscar Pistorius, better than everybody else.
I will have a guy announcing where I am before I enter any room, Felicia. Right? I would, even if I saw Storm's message, I wouldn't reply. That's how big-headed I would get.
What? No.
I wouldn't.
No, you two wouldn't. I know you two wouldn't.
I would only invite you to my Netflix special if you ordered just.
I would wait.
But not really, like after. I can't be distracted. I'll forget my whole shit. But Storm, am I right? Come on, what's the point of fame if you're not going to use it, Storm? Felicia, what you don't understand is we are men, right?
Yeah.
And men only want one thing. Well, you understand very well. You explain in your comedy. But men only want one thing. Whether we go to war, or we want an oil, or we want to invent Facebook, we do all of that for one thing.
Exactly.
Am I right, Storm?
Exactly. I will say, if I pull a Netflix special, my golden cock will grow 6 inches on the spot.
Immediately. I wouldn't only have Netflix. I'll have them write how much they paid me for the special. I'll have them $20 million. That would be on my card.
Tattoo it.
That people must know. I already have my plan, guys. I'm gonna have $20 million as a Chappelle.
Doc, you'd actually want people to know how much you earn. We come from Indian families. Everybody will want money.
Then why we have those birthday parties with video presentations? Then they give away cars to their wives in the birthday. I've been to those events. I've been. Listen, 20 million Felicia. Listen to my plan, right? 20 million. I'll give each of my children 1 million, right?
Yeah.
Then leave me alone. $1 million, Storm. Are you going to be angry at your dad if you get your $1 million?
Yeah.
15 million rand. If you're going to mess that up,
More than
you'll
enough.
mess anything. Anything. You'll always be a fuck up in life, right?
Yeah.
So I'll be left with $18 million, Felicia, right? I'm going to buy my island. You won't see a part 2. Never. You won't see me again. I will never work again.
I'd be like,
I'd
with
go
that
on
1 million,
I'd be
I'd be
bored.
like, that's it. I'm leaving to Australia.
I'd be
Gone.
bored.
Gone.
You won't be bored.
I would be.
You won't be bored. You wake up in the morning, you have to go in your yacht, right? You have to swim in the yacht pool. Then you have to take the jet ski out. Then you're going to take a helicopter ride. Then your chef's going to make lunch for you, right?
Oh my.
I'm going to have, before a chef, I'm going to have a Pakistani guy making naan bread for me all the time.
Naan bread is the best bread ever.
24/7. You come to my house, you're getting a butter naan.
I want to come to your house. I want
Right.
to come to your house now because I see the things you post, the food that you post.
Oh yeah, your brownies every single night. Every single night I'm like,
Yeah,
it's
did you see
11
that
o'clock
stuff?
at the mall. It's 11 o'clock at night. Why are you posting this? Now I have to get
Did
up
you
and get
see
to the
that?
bath in kitchen.
He's making me hungry, Storm. Like when I look at his pictures, I'm like, what?
That's just for the ladies, Felicia. That's not for you, Storm. That's just for the ladies. I will
How
make
many-
anything.
What happened to equality in comedy, man? Not for me.
Dude,
Come on.
Felicia, Masood comes to my place. He's like, why you don't cook for me like that? I said, Masood, if I cook for you like that, you gotta put out. There's not even a negotiation. And I said, you feel compelled, I'll have to partake, and we're gonna be off afterwards.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna cook.
You
if you're not gonna-
ignored my question. I said, how many ladies? How many? Is it one lady that you're busy cooking for, or how many ladies are you cooking for?
So Storm, is the water crisis over in Cape Town? Is everything back to normal?
Oh, the water's fine. The water's brilliant. It's even stronger than it was before, so we've gotten an upgrade. Thanks for checking.
Their
good,
water
that's
is
good.
fine. Their water is fine. They're just busy stabbing each other at the mall.
Oh, for the taxis.
No. Oh yes, even that. The taxi driver and the lady was fighting. What is going on there? And then the kids were. I can't remember which mall it was in Cape Town, and the one kid stabbed the other kid, and I don't know what fight was going on there.
It's Cape Town.
The
that's all I'm
scientific
gonna
fact,
say.
when you add jam to your curry, when you add jam in your curry, you go a bit faulty.
Jam in your curry. Jam in your curry.
But would be back
You
Yeah.
put
saying,
jam in your curry, Tom? You put jam in your curry?
well, I'm not gonna say no, because Baboti
Imagine,
is
Felicia.
good.
Imagine you take Storm to a Durban bunny chow. You're like, my man, you got experience
You
here.
go crazy.
No. Then he'll ask for the jam.
What jam? Strawberry jam, apricot,
Apricot. They put apricot jam on everything.
everything,
even-
Storm?
Cape Town,
let
all
me
of
explain
Cape
to you,
Town,
Felicia.
all of the world, I hope you're happy with my sacrifice, because I'm being roasted from two corners at the moment.
No,
Listen,
I'm just
don't let me get
asking.
started.
I'm curious.
Don't get me started to the solution of potholes in South Africa being cook sisters.
Why cook sisters? Masood loves
Because
his
it
cook
tastes
sisters,
like
huh?
cement, and it can fit in our potholes easily. It's oily.
What? No,
It's
wait,
gross.
no,
It's
no,
dry.
no,
It's cinnamony.
I like
I
cook
will-
sisters.
I will-
I love cook
And it has
sisters.
coconut
I
on it.
will not stand here and have you disrespect
I love Cook
sisters.
Sisters.
Cook Sisters is the best thing right now. and has been for years.
No, I've heard of donuts. I've heard of donuts.
Doc, you've been eating the wrong cook sister.
No, they're all faulty.
Not all
It is
cook
dry.
sisters are the same.
It's terrible.
Not all
Listen,
cook sisters are the same.
Why are you
Okay,
throwing
let's go
down
to the
into
other great
cement
Cape Town
mixes?
invention, the Gatsby.
I haven't had one.
The Gatsby. Okay. Do you have any?
Felicia, let me tell you what's in the Gatsby, right? They argue with me, no, it's authentic Cape Town original, just as good as a bunny chow. Forgive me, Durban. Forgive me, I didn't mean to say that. I'm just quoting. Keith Mukram said it's as good as a bunny chow, right? Felicia, it's basically a roll, right? And guess what's their favorite ingredient in a Gatsby?
Sauce.
Masala steak.
Okay.
Because the only other culinary individuality they have is a cook sister. The only thing you can make with a Gatsby is put cook sisters in it. Don't use masala steak in your thing. And anyway, moving on. Next question, sorry.
3 days later.
It's basically if an auntie was bringing the curry to the table and she slipped and fell and dropped it into a fruit salad. Canala.
I'm so curious. I'm so curious. I want to taste it.
It is just eat shit. I don't know. Just whatever. Tastes the same. Look, shit's a bit better.
Oh my god!
And after that monstrosity, you have to, for dessert, you get a dried lump of dough flavored with cinnamon, 2 little syrup, and coconut to dry it out even further.
Your friend loves cook sisters. Your friend loves
My friend will eat anything. You know
That's
that.
also
What
true.
will he not eat?
That's also true.
What has he been offered at any country or party or event that he hasn't immediately but
That's true. That's also true.
you know what I mean? Like sometimes
I
you go
also
to them
told
and
him
like,
that.
hey, what's in that pastry? Is it puri pasta? Is it chicken? This was like,
I've also told him that. I said, you can eat anything. And if Masood says the food is bad, then you must know the food is bad because he eats anything.
I've never heard him say the food is bad.
No, I've heard him say the food is bad, and I'm like,
It must have. That could only be like a UN food drop or like roadkill because that'll get chow. Like
anything.
Like people tell me I'm a picky eater. He's the opposite of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
No, but
like,
he said a few times the food is bad, so then I know that food is bad.
I'm beginning to understand why Felicia was cast as a villain in the movie.
Why?
I'm beginning to understand why.
Why?
What?
Why? Tell me.
Well, poor Masood. I believe he wrote the script, didn't he?
Yes.
So that's his way of getting back at you. That's why you were cast as a villain. Probably.
No.
Who knows?
You don't
well,
know
he's
the
not
deep
here.
intricacies. You don't know the planning and detail that goes into a Masood Bumgard movie, which is show up on the day. You'll find out which character you are.
And
You'll find out what
script
the
is
character is
written-
wearing, because the character is wearing whatever you're wearing today. And
Yes.
the script is merely a suggestion in a direction you should perhaps go.
Yes, because he didn't have a script. You had to. He was telling you before you doing your
Still.
lines what your lines are.
Like
We
you're
had
trying
no
to get
idea.
into the scene, right? And you don't know
You
what the
can't.
scene is. You don't know who you are in the scene. You don't know why
Yeah.
you're there.
Like,
It would have been so much
Felicia-
better if we knew what was going on, wouldn't we?
Yes, I was like, Masood, what are we doing here? It's like, no, Felicia, I just need you to actually stab this person. And you're like, what? You know?
It's
How
been
does this fit into the greater No, just stab the O and then leave. Okay.
And enjoy it while you're stabbing him.
And it's been confirmed now. Masood Bumgard is never going to be a guest on the conneXTSon podcast. Thank you.
No, it's not. No, it's only because he doesn't reply to any messages. And not just yours. Don't think it's him being a celebrity. It takes days. I won't call my best friend if I get shot, because I know he's not gonna be there.
Well, folks, at least I got them off the roasting Cape Town. So, roasting Masood is fine.
Masood's from Cape Town. No, it's not.
Part of him is. Part of him is.
Part of him is from Cape Town, yes.
Well,
worldwide.
he loves the Gatsby and cooks his sister, so he's my best friend at the moment.
We've
But he also
already
loves
said
everything.
anything.
Anything. Yeah.
He'll eat anything. So a masala steak sandwich is normal. Don't give it a name. We don't call our steak we don't call a toasted cheese Andrew. Give me an Andrew, please. And what really does kanala mean? Is it
What?
please? Is it thank
Please.
you? Is
Please.
it where's my teeth? What does it mean?
It could be where's my teeth, but I'm pretty sure, 90% sure it's please.
Please. Kanala.
Yeah.
So literally translation is go take it out.
Yeah.
I'm so lost.
So exactly, because Felicia, normally a normal culture, if they replace please with something, they'll say ta or donkey or asableef or something, because also in Cape Town, they don't realize. People from Cape Town, apartheid is over. You don't have to speak Afrikaans anymore. Nobody will hit you if you speak English. Do not be afraid. You can freely speak English now. Do white people hit you guys when you speak English, Tom?
Oh, I'm fine with him. It's just every
Blink
government
twice
person
if you
ever.
need. Blink twice if there's a white person who's going to hit you if you speak in English. Blink twice. Let me tell you my first interaction with Cape Town. Okay, I was driving down with my friends. We were 21. It was a road trip, and when you drive from Cape Town, from Durban to Cape Town, it's really, really, really long. So Felicia, I'll explain to you how long it is. When you drive to Joburg, and when you're about to get tired, you arrive. Like when you're going from Joburg to Durban, I'm so tired of driving, and then you see the beach, right? Cape Town, you do that journey 3 times. And
But
when
don't you
see
stop,
the beach,
like you go the garden route and you stop at places and you stay overnight and things? Don't you do that?
No, you can't, because you got to save all your money for accommodation and a
Cape Town.
Gatsby in Cape Town.
Yeah, but
Right?
Cape Town's expensive.
But the worst part is when you get there, you can't swim in the ocean.
Yes, that's the sad thing.
What's the point?
Stop
Why is it
believing
you just put nuclear
every
plants?
stereotype ever about Cape Townians?
If you tell me, no, you can go to Bloberg Strand and swim. Bullshit. Balls, cock, and as they say in Durban, stuck my ass.
Doc, who
Because
hurt
you
you in
can't
Cape
swim.
Town, Doc?
What?
Who hurt you in Cape
What's
Town?
her name, Doc?
The
What's her
ocean
name?
hurt me in Cape Town. I drove all the way to that stupid place. Then I went to a stupider place called Camps Bay, right? Which has houses that nobody can afford except foreign arms dealers, right? Then the water looks amazing. Like why do people go to the Maldives? Why?
When they
It's
can
such a
come here.
beautiful place. Oh
But
my
it's
God.
freezing.
There's the mountain and there's a peak and then there's water and it's flashing and it's turquoise and you run in and then every single cent you've ever paid to come to that stupid place is a waste because you can't swim in the ocean.
How long have
Come
you
to Durban.
been having these thoughts about Cape Town, Doc?
From the first time I went there,
Did you still go back?
only because I had to.
No, but you still went back.
No, it wasn't my choice, it was work.
Okay.
Yeah, because the food's overpriced. Everything is overpriced. You know that. When I went to the waterfront, I went to that foreign exchange currency place and I gave them my receipts and said, please, can I have a tax refund? Like, no, it's only for foreigners. I said, Cape Town is foreign.
I still want to go back.
No, and then every Cape Town person tells you, no, Kanala, you mustn't go where the tourists go. You must go where we go. which is basically the township. And no one in Cape Town can answer me yet on where are all the black people. Where are all the black people, Storm?
I've mentally left the chat.
Have you seen black people in Cape Town, Felicia?
Yeah, I did.
The real Cape Town is what you see when you land in the airport. When it's just tin roofs, no development, nothing. Because all the money is by all the pretty sites.
Yeah.
All the money. That's why there's no crime in the CBD, because all the cops are in the CBD. None of the cops are in the flats.
And nowhere else.
Right? That's why there's all problems in the flats. Why does Cape Town is so pretty and beautiful? Because 100% of the budget is in the place where the tourists are. And 0% is where the people need it. That's why.
Well, that counts for everywhere else, doesn't it?
No, it does.
No.
Because if you drive to the townships of KZN, there are brand new schools. There are better schools than I've ever seen. The roads are new. And I don't mind my neighborhood having a pothole because they had to build a whole nother road somewhere. Mm-hmm. But in Cape Town, you know this one. There's no development anywhere else. It is all window dressing.
Well, as you said, that bridge is still incomplete. So,
and it will always be incomplete. Just like Cape Town. So they should complete that. That bridge needs to go around and go into the parking lot that I'm going to build in the mountain. Right?
For your mall.
Then we're going to fill it up with developments around it, and we're going to put a giant mall on top. Then we're going to take the Cobra from Ratanga Junction and we're going to put it on top of Table Mountain. So when you go up to Table Mountain, you would go to that ride, because now you go up to Table Mountain, all you find is an even more overpriced sandwich.
I didn't eat there. I just went to the top to.
Nobody eats because they don't even have apricot curries there, right? And then you can't go up, because there's clouds on a mountain. We have to close it. Put a mall. We can go anytime. Imagine a roller coaster on top of Table Mountain, Felicia. Would you go for that?
I would ride it.
Just at the top, like, whee! Oh, amazing.
Because now
amazing.
You're even more higher and even more scared of the
and
height.
And then from Table Mountain to Lion's Head or whatever that stupid peak is called, put a foofy slide. Somel's left his podcast. This podcast will never air the light of day.
Physically, yeah.
Wait, what's your next question? What is your next question?
No. I don't have any questions. After that, I've just turned off mentally. So, in this podcast, we've had the golden cock, nuts, slangetjies, an ex-husband, and now I'll write it.
Who has an ex-husband?
Ex-boyfriend has... She said her ex has a small slanky, not husband.
I've never been married.
Okay, ex thing. Okay, ex-boyfriend to be correct. How bad that guy had to be? He was so bad he couldn't even put the ring on it. I guess you made the right choice.
I've had a proposal. I ran away from the proposal.
Okay, what's the narrative? Are we roasting your ex or saying, but this happened?
No, we're just talking. I'm just saying.
We're saying she got saved. She got saved.
What's your next question from? Just throw it to me.
What is my next question? I don't have a next question. That's what the conneXTSon podcast is, just a conversation. If I had a line of questions, we wouldn't have Doc going on a tangent about Cape Town and curry with jam in it for 40 minutes. So this is how it should be. This is how it should be.
I'm not done with Cape Town. I've got more. I'm not done with Cape Town.
You're not done with Cape Town. How much you have?
Storm, I would
I'm
like
just
to say,
saying,
because you're from Cape Town, I know there's good people there, so I don't know what Doc is going on about.
Yeah, and for everybody
Miserable.
around
They're
the
not
world
good.
listening
They're
to
just
the
sad because they.
podcast, the good people, I'm not one of them. Yes, Doc, what is sad?
No, it's just that they're not good people. They're just sad because they're eating dried fish and they haven't swam in the ocean for decades. So the right solution for the rest of the country would just be to build a fleet of nuclear plants and replace Cape Town.
So Doc, you guys are disobeying the law. Like, the government says there's lockdown and you guys are just going to every public place ever. And looking for a beach if you can find it.
Wait. Storm is. What about Cape Town? Who was the people not listening to the protocols?
Yes, and being thrown into the back of van as if they were being bought into slavery. Oh my God! You can't help me like this.
I take no accountability for every other human in Cape Town, let alone every other human in the world.
Because I behaved during lockdown.
Well, did you?
You did too, Doc, right?
You know we did. It was just Storm's people of the Storm. And you representing
no, they're
all
not,
the people.
They're not my people. They're not my people. This isn't what
they are your people because the original name of Cape Town is the Cape of Storms. So you are right now the mayor of the Cape Town. This is the mayor of Durban, rightfully, beautifully representing beautiful Durban with its beautiful warm water that Felicia can decide now to just go swim at 6 o'clock. Felicia, you could go swim today, yes?
Yes, I could.
Would you bump?
I could.
Even better if it's cloudy. It's even warmer, right? Let me ask you one question, Felicia. Would you bump into a penguin during your swim?
I wish I could bump into a penguin.
See, we can.
No, you don't.
We have that. We have penguins. You guys just have.
Yes, that's
because the water is so cold.
I know, but that's in Cape Town. Yeah, I wish I could bump into a penguin, but yes, I can swim anytime in Durban.
We have penguins, we have whales, we have sharks, we have dolphins, and
we
guys just have the
we don't really care.
That's not
as
fun as in Cape Town.
All the pictures, you know that picture you get of the shark flying out of the water?
Yeah.
Have
you ever seen those? That's taken in Sealed Island, Cape Town.
That's where I want to go. I want to hug a seal.
Well,
everyone says I can't hug a seal.
You're gonna get.
I can't hug a seal, but I want to hug a seal.
I'm not gonna bring Masood in this at this point. Because he's on a weight loss plan, I heard. So I'm not going to say he's lucky, right? But also, if you give him a cookie, he will do this. No, but that's wrong. No. He'll do that for a Veda. Right?
Yeah.
So we don't have time to explain to Storm what a Veda is.
You should have time to explain to everybody listening to the podcast.
You don't know what's a Veda?
Of course he doesn't know what's a Veda. Veda is a very good food. Good food is not available in Cape Town. Storm, do you know what a Veda is? VEDE.
Oh, because whatever we have is better than that.
Storm, you're Indian, right?
No.
You're not? Why did I think you was?
I have
Because he said he was cheap. We immediately felt a bond with you when you said that.
No one sells Vedas in Cape Town, Vedas and things like that? No.
We probably call it something else.
Probably.
Okay, Veda is like a bhajia, but a crispy bhajia. And a bhajia is like a chili bite.
Oh, yeah.
It's a chili bite, bhajia.
It's a flat one.
And then a flat bhajia with some crunch is a Veda, and it has a hole in the middle for some unknown reason. A Veda is almost like an Indian falafel.
I think there's a difference between the Hindi and the Tamil Vedas because some have holes in it and some don't.
Listen, that's too advanced. That's too advanced. We don't have to go into. Hindi and Tamil Vedas. But
No, I can't
you are right,
explain,
Felicia.
I don't know why.
Nobody in Cape Town sells Vedas. They don't sell puri patas. They don't sell samosas. But
We do sell samosas.
No. You can't. No. Auntie, Uncle Ahmad's samosas isn't right because it's sweet, right? Firstly, because you don't spell Ahmad with an ACQHMPMAT.
Silence! I kill you!
That's not how you spell Ahmad. It's AHMAD. It's Ahmed, right? It's Mohammed. It's not Muhammad.
From the
That's like sinus problem, Doc. That's sinus problem.
From the culinary problems of Cape Town to the way we say things now. Is there anything that you won't leave alone?
I have
Nothing's
not
right with Cape Town.
I'm just sitting.
Once your oceans are cold, you are a cursed land. Why would anybody? What would you do? You can't swim. You can't chill by the beach. You can't have a picnic. That's why it has. You know how the
But
fish
they have
walked out of the
penguins
ocean?
and seagulls.
Yes, because it's terribly cold and it's wild.
But they're adorable, Doc. They're so adorable.
They will bite your eyes out, Felicia. It's not Happy Feet in the movie. These are Cape Town penguins. They stab you and they have guns and they do drive-by and they part of
Can I
gangs.
push the seat first and then I go behind?
Hey, our penguins aren't colored. Let's get that straight.
They're black and white.
Oh my God. So both of you.
I'm getting hungry now. Are we done? Supper
They are
time.
adorable.
Oh yeah. I guess we should wrap up in a way because I'm gonna get roasted more, and I don't want that. So I'll just ask this one question since the last time for this year. You said that you don't watch yourself and you recorded a comedy special. Have you seen that yet?
No. No. I went through it. But I don't like watching myself. Like even Doc says he
Did Masood
recorded
not tell
me.
you? Did he not tell you the one thing you should do is you need to watch yourself? He told me to, and it sucks.
I know he did it.
The worst thing.
I
So
don't
can you
like
watch yourself?
No.
Because then,
Painful.
you know what? If I have to watch myself, I'm going to be even more critical of myself because it's me. And so that is why I don't watch. I don't like watching.
Let me tell you why we all suck. Because guys who have done it for 10 years still record themselves, still watch
And watch
themselves. Kevin Hart watches himself, Chappelle watches himself, even Joe Rogan watches himself. And Joe Rogan, on one of his podcasts with Bill Burr, he says he comes home immediately, he watches it, he takes his notes. It's painful as hell. And it's critical as hell, but I learned a lot from it. Huh?
Yeah.
To
A
watch
lot.
yourself. I will, okay, by 2021, I will start watching myself.
At least 2020.
And we don't mean bedroom mirrors, Felicia.
I don't
Even
have.
though-
I don't have.
Even
As
it'll match your headboard so well.
Okay?
It'll match your headboard so well. Huh? But I feel not like wall mirrors, not ceiling mirrors. Because ceiling mirrors you can never explain it. People know.
Yeah.
They come to your house. You got a ceiling mirror.
Like, what is that?
They know. Which
I'll
reminds
just
me,
say
I
I
need
like
to call.
to look at
I need to
myself
call
at
someone.
different angles.
Huh?
Okay.
I'll just say I like to look at myself at different angles. You know, that's why I've got mirrors all over.
Okay, if we expand on that, this podcast is going to go on for another 3 days. I'll just leave by saying this. I do record myself, but not when doing stand-up comedy. Moving on. Catch Doc Comedy, well, on Instagram, on Twitter. Don't tell me you have a TikTok, please.
Not yet.
Not
Oh my
yet.
God, not
That
yet.
It
But
should be
I'm
no.
seeing the
It should be
numbers.
no.
Some people are putting down, and I'm thinking about it. But the thing is, I think we all kind of know that they're all like 13 years old and they have no money to come to a comedy show.
Yes.
I feel I'm too old to do TikTok.
Please keep
I
thinking
can't
you're
do
too
this.
old to do TikTok, please.
I can't do this in a day. You know what I mean? And I see teenagers doing it in like public parks or like parking lots. They just put their phone there and they're like,
Yeah.
I can't. But some are very funny, but no, thank you, Storm. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you for
it's good to be
popping
back.
on.
I hope
Thank you for popping on.
I hope once you review this, I will be invited again. But no, those were all jokes, even though I don't like Cape Town at all. But
Are you kidding me? Cape Town is
you
going
can
to disown me after I upload this. Cape Town is legit.
No,
and
it's
it
gonna be
disown
the
me.
first thing It's gonna be the first thing I sell.
They're
when
gonna
I'm
come for Doc. They're gonna come for Doc.
They can't. I'll see them. It'll take them 18 hours to get here. I can move. You know what I mean? But guys, thank you. You can find me online every weeknight, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday on the Late Show with Doc Comedy, and then follow me at Doc Comedy on all the socials, and you'll see where I'll be gigging and doing the live stuff. Hopefully, we're coming back for that.
Yeah.
But thank you, Mr. Storm. It's always a pleasure, and always a
anytime.
pleasure of being in the beautiful company of Felicia Pillay.
Oh, yeah.
thank you, Doc.
Yeah, my idea all week was to get Felicia, and you were the co-star, shall we say.
Doc was the main attraction here.
For you, yes. For you.
No, for the whole podcast.
So, find Doc Comedy. Links are down below because I pretend to be a good guy sometimes, so it's going to be a little bit easier for you to find him. And find Felicia on Instagram down below. And as she said, she feels a little too old for TikTok, even though she's not too old, but she is too old for TikTok. Anybody is too old for TikTok, really, if you're older than 9 years old. And that's where we leave it. Thank you again for chilling for the last 4 days of your life. And
Thank you
this
for
is
having me.
This is a conneXTSon podcast, and we'll leave you with one message. Don't wait. Create. I'm the South African that is not Oscar Pistorius. Bye. Just keep myself grounded. Anyway, Mikael,
Dude, you're in a wheelchair. How more grounded do you want to be?
Today is Wednesday. This is XS, and we're doing the Why Wednesday podcast. Now, you may ask, what is the Why Wednesday podcast?